It's Fearless Friday, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about finding the courage to give feedback and to take feedback. It sounds easy, but it's actually harder than you think. Because what we tend to do is want the good feedback and how awesome we're doing, how amazing we are, all the good things. But when we get that harsh piece of feedback, even if it's loving or kind, it stings. And it makes us doubt ourselves and all of those kinds of things. But it's important and it's necessary, whether it's in a relationship or whether it is in a workplace or someone you lead. Everybody has to have feedback so that they can make improvements. And complaining about someone behind their back has no value. And that's what many of us do. So many of us fear confrontation. We fear having difficult conversation, so we avoid it and we talk shit about people behind their back. It's not helpful. It doesn't help anything, doesn't help them grow, doesn't help any piece of the situation. So what I've learned and what I want to share with you is a concept that my husband calls feedback equals love. And feedback equals love means it needs to be timely, it needs to be specific, and it also needs to be kind. One thing I want you to think about is when someone offers you feedback, they generally are interested in your well-being. Otherwise, they wouldn't give it to you. People that aren't interested in your feedback go behind your back. They talk behind your back. They tell other people. They hide behind their computers. They're a victim mindset. And that's not helpful for any of us. So what I'm going to challenge you to do today is ask yourself, where am I afraid to show up and ask hard questions or let my voice be heard? And where do I find myself gossiping behind other people's back without going directly to them or going over them? How do you show up in your relationships and in your workplace as it relates to feedback? Getting it and giving it. It is something that takes some practice. It's not like it's going to become easy the first time you do it. It's like anything else. You have to work it like a muscle and practice accepting feedback and not defending it with, well, I was just, or I blah, blah, blah. Just coming up with, thank you. Thank you. And take it. You don't have to take it all in and accept it as truth, but you can accept the feedback and then figure out, ask other people, do you see this? Many times we don't see ourselves the way other people see us. So accepting feedback is a good way to increase your self-awareness, and increasing your self-awareness helps you to increase your self-regulation and then your motivation and your social awareness and your social regulation. So it's a key component to moving forward and growing as a human being and becoming all that you're meant to be. If you can't take feedback, you're gonna be in a miserable place for a long time. And so accept the feedback. Doesn't mean it's the truth all the time. You have to get other people's opinions as well. And when I say opinions, I mean those people that you trust, your little circle of trust. I'm not talking about the internet people or people that you really don't care about that much. I'm talking about the people who you know lift you up and want and value you and want to see your growth. Those are the people you need to double check that opinion with or that feedback with. And check in with yourself. Could you see how you could have hurt that person? Could you see how going behind their back could have been destructive to their life or their livelihood? Check in with yourself and check in with other people that you trust and have the courage to have the conversations, and it will change your life. This one thing, being brave enough to have a hard conversation, will change your life. I promise. So that's my Fearless Friday for today. Have a great weekend, and I hope to see you soon.